Hey guys, so I got a request to do Human by Darren Criss, to do a tutorial on it. So I tabbed it up by ear. I've got the tab right here, so I'll be looking at that while I teach it to you guys. It's pretty hard, but let's just get right to it. If you guys want more requests, I could also do any other Darren Criss song or anything from Star Kid. You know, just let me know. Or leave a comment below. Whatever. Okay, so let's just get right to it. So it starts off on an A13 flat. Okay. And then we go to an A7. And that's our intro. And let me just say that out for you. Get it's 5 mute 5 6 6, and then the A7 you just switch your pinky and your index, so now it's 5 mute 5 6 5 instead of 5 6. Okay, so now to the song. I feel like a, and then we go to D, loser, 3, right? That's 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, and then we go to this D sharp diminished chord, which is 6, 7, 5, 7. Okay. 6, 5, 6, 7, 5, 7. Okay. So that's on the 4th beat of that phrase. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we move that up to E minor. Feel like I've lost. And what Darren does in this song is he just, he moves the bass note on every beat. So it's, you start on E and then you go to B, or in here D to A. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we move that down to D for 2 beats. 1, 2, and then to a D9, 3, 4, and then we go to a G. And let me add the words to that one phrase right there. I feel like a loser. I feel like I've lost. E minor. I feel like I'm not so sure too if I feel anything at all on the G. Okay? So then we do G for 3 beats, yeah? Or 4 beats actually. Here's the trick, yeah. So it's 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 4th beat, we're gonna start singing again. It's a little trick to help you guys out. So it's 1, 2, 3. But believe me. So leave is F sharp minor for 2 beats. Leave me, I'm not helpless. E minor for 2 beats. 3, 4. Then we go to a B minor. I just need someone to, which is A. Love, G. Then back to A. So that sequence right there is 1 beat each. So it's B minor, A, 3, G. Excuse me, it's G, and then A. Alright? Then we go to the next section, which is D. What's the words? Just need someone to love. So my situation's rough. Okay, so that's D. So my situation's F sharp minor 7. And this F sharp minor 7, it's, like, it's like that jazz chord, except I just take that out, I mute that. So, you can just do like if you do your 8 chords like this, then you can just take off your pinky, mute that, and add your index to the F sharp bass, you know, 2nd fret of the E string. So you get that F sharp minor sound right there. So D. So my situation's rough. B minor 7. And then B minor up here on the 7th fret. Yep. And then we go to an E minor. That just makes me a dumb human like you. So that part is E minor, F sharp minor, G, then A9. Right, it's just like that D9 chord here. Move it up to the 12th fret. That just makes me a dumb human like you. To the D. 1, 2, 3, and then we go to the A13 flat, where we started before, on 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we strum down for that one. Okay, and then the next part is basically the same. The only part that I like, you know, I add like little accents on everything, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically that's, you know, 1, 2, 3, and I strum it up instead this time for the D sharp diminished. Okay. Then same thing for the rest. Okay. Alright, so from here we're gonna go to the B part, which that's the part where he goes, why? Okay. So to get to that, we start on our D. Instead of going to that A13 flat, we're gonna just keep going with it, and we're gonna also add like a little bass note in there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's A sharp to get us to our B minor 7, which is right here. And our B minor 7 is 7, mute, and the rest are 7. And you just, you know, you bar that, and you just take that over. Alright? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and why? And that's, you held that for 4 beats. Why do I have this in? On credible, we go to E minor 9, which is 7, 5, 9, 9 for 2 beats. This incredible need to stand. G, A, okay? Or you could do your A like this, just a G over A, G, A, okay? And that's 3, 4, you know, beat-wise. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And back to the D. And we go back to the B minor 7 for 2 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the last to E9 thing that I need to G, make myself F sharp minor, C well, E minor, well that ain't my intention, A13 flat. So G, F sharp minor, E minor, A13 flat. Let me just do that whole thing from the end of part verse 2, whatever. Why do I have this incredible need to stand up and say please pay attention. It's the last thing that I need to make myself see. Well, that ain't my intention. No. Okay, and from here we're gonna go to the next part, which is I feel like an artist. That's the same thing again. It's basically the same as the first part, except this part right here. So you go to a D sharp diminished. So this part, you know, he accentuates the lyric on touch. So you know, you can do whatever you want. I don't know. What I do in my cover is last his. I just rake it pretty much when it's all mute. You know, whatever you want to try. E minor. Touch. He likes himself in his art. Okay. And then when we get down to the G again, likes himself in his art, but not his art too much. You hold that out for 3 beats. 4 and this is an F sharp 7, and you give that 1 beat. 4 and you just strum down twice, like so. It's but believe me is G, but believe me I've got G minor something, which is another 2 beats. So G is 2 beats, 1, and you want to be strumming down and like muting the string, sort of like G. Just make sure you can hear that minor sound there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from there, let's see. But believe me, I've got something. I just D. Don't know how to say. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am missing my first E string. It's quite unfortunate, but let's move on. It's a D to a D over C sharp. So what you do is D, and then you just move your pinky over to that C sharp, which is the 4th fret of the A string. You know, A, B, C sharp, to B minor, to A. And those are all 1 beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But believe me, I've got something. I just don't know how to say that I'm just fine with the way. That part is G for 2 beats. 1, 2, to this A7 sus4, and then you bring that down to just a regular A7. So it's 2 beats right there. And you know, I'll tab it out for you. It's, you know, it's like an A7 here, except that finger's on the 3rd fret of the B string, and then that moves down to the 2nd fret. Okay. That I'm just fine. Oops, that was the wrong lyric. Hold on, let me just go back to this. G. I've got something, I just don't know how to say that I'm just fine with the way, F sharp minor 7, the way that I'm moving. That's 2 beats for that F sharp minor 7. The way that I'm moving. B minor 7 to B minor. Okay. And then we go to E minor for 2 beats. F sharp minor for 2 beats. Then a G major 7 for 2 beats. Major 7 is basically like a major, except you take down. Yep. So let me just tab it out. It's 10, 12, 11, 12. For those of you who don't know that. So it's E minor. Let's see. That just makes me a dumb human. That just makes me. So that part is E minor, F sharp minor, and then back to the beginning, D, and then a D major 7. Let me get back a bit. So it's, but that just makes me a dumb human, F sharp minor. That just, F diminished, makes me, it's the same chord from down here. Move that up 2 frets. So we go to back to the E minor. That makes me a dumb human. Whatever the lyrics are there. And then we go to the D for 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. So there you have it. Human by Darren Criss.